XLM and HBAR are making a serious move to the upside. Meanwhile, the entire alt market is green. We've got BitMine buying. Sailor's talking about his strategy. HBAR, XLM, Xrp pricing. Did the US just cause this recent crash?
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Que paso, my good homies and homettes? Yeah, for the ladies out there. Is this a correction? Is the bull run over? Is the United States to blame? Is there a buyout for MicroStrategy in play in case BTC melts down? I really doubt that last one, but man, the hopium is everywhere. But wait a minute. Yesterday was the ISO 1122 day that everyone said XRP to $750. Yes, we're up in the green. I admit that. But it's $2.07. That's not $750. Now your comments come first. Why? Well, my wife's busy making dinner, so she can't come first now, so you have to. John Connor helps us out, says Nothing Burger ETFs on Monday. Do y'all think there's going to be a Nothing Burger ETF on Monday? Let me know in the comments. Gerald Reeves says, so under 100 would be nice. That's right. Soul under 100 would be nice. Kind of seeing a market rebound though. Bitcoin 87,614, ETH is 2830. He still looks juicy right here. XRP at 207, but look, deep in the green. HBAR up 19% last 24 hours. XLM almost 25 cents, up 9. Look at that, deep in the green. A little bit of what? Zcash in the green, and Crow as well. Altcoin season index 24 out of 100. Volume 114 billion. So I mean, up price action on very little volume. Sailor reveals his 4 words that define his entire BTC strategy right now. Think it's gonna be cringe? Think it's gonna be AI art cringe? What do you think? I won't back down. And the B is a Bitcoin B. Okay. All right. BitMine ramps up Ethereum buying with new $60 million purchase. That's right, some players are going big into ETH. This new purchase will bring BitMine's total hoard to over 3.5 million ETH, representing nearly 3% of token circulating supply. So just how we just talked about, strategy, Michael Saylor, and their Bitcoin buying, you got the same thing happening right now with ETH, with BitMine. I most recently bought ETH, and to be honest with you, ETH is still in my buy zone right now. I'm not going to chase HBAR, not going to chase anything else, but ETH is definitely in the buy zone. So BitMine buys a whole bunch, but now all of a sudden they're like, oh crap, ETH is down 29% over the last month, which means a lot of their ETH reserves are worth 29% loss. According to him, the October 10th liquidity shock, which wiped out 20 billion in leverage crypto positions, was the primary driver of the drawdown. In 2022, the post-FTX liquidity shock took 8 weeks to clear, but similar to prior drawdowns, crypto prices quickly recovered. History shows crypto prices stage V-shaped recoveries after a lingering and drawn-out decline, and we expect this to be the case again. Now, was this all caused by the United States government? Did the United States really manufacture a Bitcoin crash? What about the MicroStrategy buyout? No, they're not going to buy out MicroStrategy. Who wants that? And they're not going to bail out MicroStrategy either. Come on. According to Max Kaiser, a Bitcoin pioneer, the U.S. government may be eyeing MicroStrategy and COINBASE, potentially capitalizing on Bitcoin's steep soften over. No. That is you know how like the Cleaver guy was like, yo, November 22nd, XRP 750. You know how like a bunch of people said like ISO on November 22nd, we're going to like go to the moon. Those people for XRP, Max Kaiser is like your kind of version of that for BTC. He just throws whatever he can out there, hoping something sticks and hoping it moves the price. Allegedly, U.S. government officials wanted MicroStrategy's market value to net asset value near 1.0 and therefore manufacture. No. It's the fact that we realize that, oh shit, we might not get crypto regs, and now the government's giving us a timeline, but we don't know if we believe them. Is the crypto bull cycle over? Is this just a deep correction? Ooh, there is definitely demand needed for a new rally because we talked about the liquidity issue and how many weeks it's taken for the liquidity. Well, you are seeing certain things like HBAR really move quite quickly here in the short term. XLM moving as well from its lows. XRP, yes, moving as well. You're seeing a lot of things rebound, some stronger than others. So is the bull run over, or was this just a correction, or is this the to catch a falling knife? And here's why. Zoom out on the 1 hour. Yeah, you see that? That's a lot of downside right there. Lots of downside. Yeah, I know the 15-minute can look a little bit better, right? But the 1 hour is rough. Look at the 15-minute. You're like, okay, maybe this rally is turning around, and look out a little bit, and you're like, oh, no, poopy sandwich. And then you're like, oh, crap, are we going to get as high? Now, see, XRP has done a good job with that. Right? Look at XRP's chart. Their secondary movement was better than their primary. HBARs, no. XLMs, no. So, some players, they've got their own thing going on. I think, for me, HBAR is worth the risk. Not at this price. I bought way lower, and like I said, I won't chase it. And I've got my targets. But right now, you're seeing a rebound. You're seeing that the U.S. has some FUD out there regarding BTC and buying strategy. That's not happening. Is the bull run over? Honestly, that all depends on what? Depends on regs. We've got Scott from South Carolina in the Senate saying, yo, subcommittees, 2 of them are going to vote on that in December. Then they're going to combine the bill, merge it, and then hopefully give it to the entire Senate beginning of 2026 and get that done, sending it to the House, and then the president signing it. So if it happens, dude, bull run is still on. If that doesn't happen, well, then we back up into midterms, and then we're really screwed because these guys are going to be more worried about their jobs than they are passing regs. And that might push it out way longer. So it really is about the Senate and can they get regs done? Because that could totally turn things around and get us back into the price action where we need to be. Did the U.S. cause this one away? Yeah, they did. Thank you, Senate, for the longest shutdown ever. And I'm definitely not going to chase. HBAR out of the buy zone now for me. XRP, I like to get mine way cheap. ETH, still looking good. I could still buy some more, and I think I might do that on this next little pullback that we get because ETH and BTC haven't rebounded as well as the majority of the alts. And what's really interesting about this is the volume is low as well on this Sunday. Does this mean we're going to get a little volume uptick on Monday with a little bit more of a driver to the green? Because think you're going to have them what? The crypto stocks trade higher on Monday. So it's cool. We're getting to use crypto to see what's going on now and to give us a little insight on what's going to happen in the market in certain sectors on Monday. Why? Because crypto trades 24/7. Now, the whole thing with the United States government, look, there's hopium pumpers everywhere out there. Remember, XRP, $10,000 by Friday. That's a very common one. People just throw shit out there. They really do. And the thing that we got to understand is it's all about regs and the money that regs can bring in. Because there's a lot of players out there, business players, big money players that just, they want the regs. They want that protection before they get in. Until they get that, they're going to hold the F on off. Now, in the near term, we're going to have some subcommittee votes on regs in the Senate. I will be sure to live stream that for you. We're going to have a Fed rate decision here, and I believe it's December 10th. So we're going to keep our eyes open for that. Thanksgiving is coming up this week. So, yeah, you're going to see trading volume really start going down. Because remember, it takes cues, the crypto market that is, it takes cues from the stock market. So the stock market's closed and banking hours are all closed and stuff like that in the United States. You're going to see a definite lowering in volume. But maybe we get a Thanksgiving pump leading into what? Santa Claus's favorite time of year. That's Christmas. Choo-choo what? You don't know yet? Choo-choo bitches.